Hello and welcome back. I'm Sachlin and we are back with round 8. Actually, before this, I was not able to make anything for round 6 and 7. So, how about I quickly look at the standings if I can find them? Uh, no, not these. Can I get an overview maybe? Standings. Okay, beautiful. Oh, that's new. Okay, okay. Right, let's try. Let's try. Okay, no. Right. That's good enough, I think. All right. Let's look at the standings. So we have Yavo Kirsandarov at 6 points. I wish I could sort these, but we have Fabi at 4.5, so that's a 1.5 point difference, which means at some point Fabi is going to play Yavo Kir, and if Fabi wins, even then, it's not enough. He needs to draw some games, and Fabi needs to win, and then maybe there's something happen in the end. Then we have Matthias Bluebaum at 3, and then we have Pragnanda at a 50% score with a loss and a win, and the rest draws 3.5. We have Anish with a loss and a win, and the rest of the draws 3.5. Then we have VE at a 3, and we have Hikaru Nakamura at 2.5. So he's a point behind, like 50%, and he's like a lot of points, 3.5 points behind Yavakir, and then Andrei Sipenko is at 2. So he's having a tough tournament. And let's look at the women players. We have Anna. No, we had Anna Muzichuk. Anna Muzichuk leading at 4.5, and then we have Vaishali clear second with 4. We have Diva Deshmukh, Alexandra Verachin, and Katarina Lagno at 3.5, 50%, and also Zuzina. And then we have at 3 we have Bibisara Subayava, and then we have Tanjangi at 2.5. And she actually had some chances which blundered a full piece in the last game against Vaishali. So otherwise, this would have been 3.5 for her and 3 for her for Vaishali, but it got split anyway. So certain things were changed. That's fine. Let's go back. Let's go back to our boards. So let's look at what we have to do tomorrow. What we have tomorrow. So in around 8 hours, the players will be back on their boards. And since this is round 8, the pairings are the same as round 1, and now the pairings will start repeating, but the colors flipped. So the first game is Andrei Yasipenko versus Javokir Sandarov, and Javokir was able to win against Yasipenko. Great game. So this will be interesting. I think Vei and Matthias Blubom had a draw. Fabi and Hikaru had a draw, and then Pragnanda and Anish Giri, Pragnanda won. So I'm expecting Yasipenko to hopefully hold, which is very difficult since he's the lowest rated player and also doing a lot worse than others. But Yaokir obviously will come up with some interesting ideas and hopefully trying to trick Yasipenko into an interesting opening lines. And then we'll have Vei versus Matthias Blumum. Vei won the last match going into it, so his and was really happy. So I think he will have high hopes from himself, and since coming out of a rest day, he might have done some more work on his opening. So I'm expecting Vei to put some pressure, but I think it's going to be a draw. So here I think if Yesipenko holds a draw as white, amazing. If Vei holds Vei probably a blue one will hold it against him. Anish and Pragnanda, I think both again are trying to push for a win. If they don't win, start winning soon enough, I think any of those, it's going to be difficult. So I think here I'm expecting a draw again, unless someone seriously blunders something, which can be possible, not sure. Anish did win a really nice game, I think, in the 7th round. No, he drew. He drew against Javakir, but he won a really nice game before that. So he drew Javakir as black, which was really nice. And Fabiano Caruana versus Hikaru Nakamura, I'm hoping Fabiano brings some interesting prep again going into this, because he needs to start winning if he needs to catch up to Javakir, which is 1.5 points away. Anna Muzichuk versus Diva Deshmukh, I think, will be interesting also. So Anna will bring out. So here I'm expecting Fabi hopefully to win. But as like objectively speaking, I think this is going to be a draw. So I'm expecting a draw on the at the men's board. Diva Deshmukh versus Anna Muzichuk. I'm expecting. Uh, Actually, Anna's right. So she is in the lead, but only by half a point right now, as you looked at it. So she's at 4.5. Vaishali's at 4. But Vaishali is black tomorrow, so there's a chance that Anna might not take too many chances. Divya is back to winning ways. It's won 2 games in a row. Might be a chance that here we see a draw. Bibisara Subayeva is half a point down than from the 50% score, so she might try to play for a win against Vaishali. Katrina Lagno, Alexandra Gurechkin is very interesting, and I think here there's a chance that Katrina will try to push, but it's going to be a draw. Bibisara here, I expect this to be a draw too. In fact, all the games I'm thinking it's going to be a draw, except for Zujin Tanjangi, and here I feel like Tanjangi has been making little mistakes. Although she's been playing really well, she's got into winning positions, but she's made mistakes, and conversion is a problem for her. So I think Zujiner might have some chances tomorrow. I'm expecting a well fought draw in Andres Bango. So we're now going to talk about properties of how expected the draw would be. Javakir and Jesipenko, I think it's going to be really, really hard fought, and he'll play until 2 kings, Javakir. Vei, Matthias Bluebom probably going to fizzle out soon. Anish Giri, Pragnanda can go deep if Anish Giri finds this little edge. So then, in fact, both of them might come with some interesting ideas. Prag has come up with interesting ideas throughout his previous games as white and as black. And Anish Giri is known for his opening prep. So this is like a clash of titans, and I'm expecting it to not fizzle out early. And Anish might find a small plus, and as he's shown the game against Blue Bomb, he's willing to play like 50 moves without moving a pawn if required to push for a little edge. So this is going to be a long game again. Hikaru versus Fabiano will be a long game again because Fabiano has to play. He cannot play it safe anymore. He has to play hard and try to win any game that he has even half a shot at. And Hikaru clearly struggling and like fighting demons. So Fabiano has to make hay of this one. Even though with the black pieces. So I'm expecting a long fought game here either. Also, Anna Mizuchik, Divya Deshmukh, they both not try to throw it away, and they'll probably try to push against people who are struggling, and those are Tanjongi, Bibisara Subayeva for now, and then somewhere or the other there is Ujiner who has problems. Vaishali also sometimes has problems with like making easy mistakes. Both the games she won, she was almost lost, and then somehow like against Tanjongi blundered, and Alexandra Gorechkin, Katrina Lagno also blundered a really important tactic against her. So tricky, but she was not winning any of those games. It was luck, but again, luck goes both ways. You can be winning and then you find a luck, like, and you make a mistake, and you lose, and you can be and it can go the other way where you're losing and then you just find a lucky escape and you're again back. So I'm expecting a fizzled out draw here. I don't think they're both going to play too long. Bibisara Subayeva might be chances to play a little longer. Katrina Lagno, Alexandra Gorechkina, they're both in dire needs of wins, but they're not too far off from the. So they're trying to catch up, so they might play a fighting game here. Tanjongi might try to push again against Zujina, but I think Zujina will just try to like stop, like go towards the drawing line forcefully. So those are my observations. Again, I do not know if like again those are my and personal opinions and observations, not something like that I believe I've observed, but again not something that's a fact. My opinions, my observations. Again, and that's all what we're expecting. We're expecting tough for draws on 3 of the boards, and an easy draw between Vei and Matthias Bluebom, and then Divya Deshmukh Anna is a draw. Vaishali Reshwa Bibisara Subayeva is a draw. Alexandra Gorechkina is going to be hard for draw, and Zujiner might have some chances, but only if Tanjongi makes mistakes and goes like overextends. So very interesting games tomorrow. And that's pretty much it for tonight. Thank